Welcome to this week's video. I finally got my tulips in last week and I just wanted to show you that part. I did film a little bit that day. I did get these tulips at Home Depot, the purple ones and white ones, and then also the daffodils, the yellow ones. I also got those at Home Depot. And then the biotone starter fertilizer, I got that off of Amazon. I was really hoping to find the bulb tone fertilizer for the tulips. It is also from Espoma, but I was not able to ship that to Canada unless I wanted to pay a fortune, and I was not willing to do that. So I thought this fertilizer was maybe better than no fertilizer at all. So what I did, I started with having the daffodils in the middle of the pot, and then I put the tulips around on the rim of the pot. So I'm hoping to have a beautiful show in the spring. This is my first time ever planting tulips, so I have no idea how this is gonna go. I know there's not a lot of people around our area that do have tulips, but I know of a few people that do have, so I know there must be some type of tulips that make it from year to year. And I'm hoping that I will have picked ones that do come back every year. And then I also ordered 150 tulips off of Color Blends, and that is where I put them. I had kind of hoped to fill my flower bed, but I knew 150 would not do it. So I decided to just plant them in patches, kind of on either end. I just dug out some of the soil and then around the stone a little bit, and decided to plant them that way instead of having them so spread out that you wouldn't really be able to tell that there is color in it in the spring. So I'm hoping if these come back next year or the year after, whatever, if they come back, then I will probably invest in more tulips because they are quite expensive. They are a zone 3, so they should come back, but we're gonna keep this as our before, and hopefully I can show you a beautiful after in the spring. But now back to what this video is really about, and that is my Monday reset. I usually would take Monday morning to kind of go around the house, get everything tidied up, and if Monday is a laundry day, which it's not always my laundry day, it depends. I don't really have a set day to do laundry. Sometimes it's Monday, sometimes it's Tuesday. I just do it whenever I need to. But today I really needed to do the laundry, so that was one thing that I started with, collecting all of the laundry in the bathrooms and bedroom. And then before I sorted the laundry, I finished with tidying up our bedroom. And then for my diaper bag, I sometimes take 2 bags because if we're going to church, I don't want to take my big diaper bag inside. But then I do have extra clothes and things like that in the bigger diaper bag, and I just leave that in the car. But yeah, sometimes I would just take the smaller one, add an extra set of clothes in there. But anyways, so I was just trying to make the bed. Tomas was in our bed because right when I was ready to start tidying up the bedroom, he was up from the night, so I just put him in our bed to lay there for a while till I was ready to get him dressed for the day. And yeah, and then I just quickly made the bed and moved on with my life. I don't know about you guys, but I would say I 99% of the time make my bed. There is rare days where I do not make my bed, but I don't know if I go into our bedroom and our bed is not made, or if I want to go to bed in the evening and our bed is not made. I just don't like it. I feel like my life is a disaster if I don't make my bed, and I know there's a lot of people out there that feel like that is one of the things that is not necessary to do, so they do focus on the things that are more necessary, and I totally get that. I don't know if I always will do this, but for now my bed needs to be made. that is not an option. Although there is certain days where it would stay the way we get up, but it's very rare. And then yeah, I tidied up Jemias's room as well. I got him dressed. I did not film that part. Yeah? Okay. And then I also got him washed up, or washed his face and combed his hair to start the day. I feel like if I want my hair combed and my face washed for the day, so does he. He needs that too. I just like his hair combed for the day. It just feels like he's ready to start the day as well. What do you need? Okay. The voiceovers are kind of hard if he's up. I was really hoping to do the voiceover before he was up from his nap. And then just when I was ready to start the voiceover, he got up. So anyways, this lamp here on our dresser in our bedroom, the bulb broke the other day and I cannot get it out. I am so afraid that I will cut myself. I tried with pliers and I was not able to get it out. So it's waiting there for me to remember to tell Johnny to help me. I don't think he even knows why it's standing there. I haven't explained it to him. So I need to ask him if he wants to help me get it out. But after that, I just started with the laundry. I always like to sort my laundry, the darker stuff in a pile and the lighter stuff. And then I always have a little helper with laundry as well, which I enjoy. He's always right there helping me sort the laundry, which is fine. But yeah, I didn't have a ton of laundry today, but I needed to do the laundry. And then Johnny had got some fuel on his jeans. I don't know, was it diesel or oil or gas? I don't know what it was, some type of fuel. And that to get that smell out is always a little bit harder. So I added quite a bit of soap this time around. And then this toolbox or tool bag, that has become one of Jemias's favorite toy lately. And I have a little container with different types of screws and pins and all the things in there. And for some reason it all got mixed up. So I got distracted and I figured, you know what, why wouldn't I organize it if I clean this up anyways? And so it took me 15 minutes to clean this up. But now looking back, I'm kind of glad I did get distracted and cleaned everything up because now I know if I need a screw, it's going to be so much easier to find one. I just hope that it stays that way for a little bit. But yeah, every time Jemiah sees that bag, or even sometimes like if he's just playing, he remembers and he wants to play with that bag. And I don't mind, but it does not stay organized very well, which is fine. I can organize it again if it needs it, but I just kind of tidied up our entrance. I did not clean our shoes. They weren't really bad anyways, and I figured, you know what, I would just clean those later. Our Sunday shoes, whatever. I just kind of tidied it up, and I'm really, really hoping that we will be able to get closet doors here fairly soon. I do not like to look into my closet when I walk into the door. So after I was done cleaning up our entrance, we had our breakfast and I had my devotions. I did not do my book reading, but I did read my Bible for a little bit, and then I moved on to tidying up our dining room, which the dining room wasn't bad, but I just cleared the table and got the table cleaned up. And yeah, the dining room usually isn't too bad because we mostly just use it for eating. So, but I really like that we have a little bit of a bigger dining room. I know it's not big compared to some people's dining rooms, but compared to the ones that we had in the previous places that we lived in, this dining room is bigger than all of them. So that is really nice to have a little bit more space in the dining room. And there is even times where I wouldn't mind having a little bit of a bigger table if we have company over, but if it's just us, I think this table is perfect. Later on, I hope to get chairs that match a little bit better. And then I just kind of refilled the napkin holder with more napkins, and it's all those little things around the house that need attention. And I really try to keep up with all those little details, because I feel like if I let those things go, then soon I feel overwhelmed, because wherever I look, little details need to be done. And even though they only take a minute to do, but it gets overwhelming if you let those things collect, and soon there's so many things that need to be done. When recording this voiceover, I just remembered another little detail that needs to be done is to refill my jar with OxyClean powder in the laundry room, and that was something I saw this morning and I did not do, and I just now remembered, and I might do that tonight yet, because that way I don't need to think about that again because it's done. But yeah, I moved on to the kitchen. I had quite a bit of dishes to do, and I had a little helper again, cleaning up clearing out the dishwasher. It was clean, and so he helped me get all the silverware out of the dishwasher, which I think is the cutest thing ever. It's just so interesting to watch him do some of the things that he does. I know that he does it because he does it the way I do it, and that tells me that he's really watching me. And as special as it sometimes is a little bit eye-opening as well, to see how much the little ones look up to you, and they really watch you, and they do what you do. And I know once he gets a little bit bigger, it's even going to be so much more important to watch what I'm saying as well, not just doing but saying as well. And I find that that applies in life everywhere, right? Because we know there's people around us that look up to us and that watch us, watch every move that we make. And so it is important to be mindful of the things that we say and the things that we do. And it just, sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming to think how much people watch you, and to know that, you know, they might be looking up to you, and are you leading them in the right direction? If they follow your footsteps, are they going to end up in the place that you want them to end up, or that you want to end up in? I think it's just something to keep in mind going through life. And I always remember the saying where they say that we are the only people, we are the only Bible some people read. So we as Christians, we might be the only Bible that some people read. They might just be watching us, and the only thing that they hear or see about a Christian, or about what should resemble Christ, is maybe watching us. And that's what makes it so important to watch our words and our actions and everything that we do. It is really important what we're doing. But yeah, anyways, I cleaned up the kitchen. It didn't take me too long, because I had put a lot of the dishes in the dishwasher, and the kitchen wasn't like bad. It just needed a quick clean, I guess. And it feels good to have the countertops tidied and not have dishes standing around for the rest of the day. And especially if I sit down for editing, it's really nice to have that countertop cleared. And then what I like to do in the mornings is just go into the bathrooms, take a piece of paper towel. I know it might be wasteful, but I don't use a lot. Just take a piece of paper towel and just quickly wipe down the countertops and the bathrooms, or the garbage if it needs it. And it just makes such a huge difference. But the rest of the house was still it was bad. I didn't do any tidying up yesterday. It did bug me a little bit to go to bed like this, But I was working on my laptop for a little bit, or but doing some stuff on my laptop. And we were just laying around. We all took a nap on the couch, so that's why it looked the way it did. So yeah, and Jeremias had played on the windowsill, so the window had lots of fingerprints on there. And yeah, just a lot of things that needed to be cleaned up. And it sounds like my little boy needs something, so I will quickly go check on him. And guess what? He wanted a tool bag. He wanted to play with the tools again. So it might not stay organized for a long time, which is fine. But anyways, so we tidied up the living room. I say we because Jeremias did a lot of it. He was excited to help me, and when I cleaned up a few other things and things like that, I noticed how much he had done while I was gone and cleaning up other things, and it just is kind of special to see how much he likes to help. But anyways, after I was done tidying up the living room, one more thing that I did is sweep the floors, but I did not film that because my battery died on my phone, and so I figured instead of waiting to film me sweeping the floor, which is pretty straightforward, I would just not film that at all and just finish with my Monday reset. But that is one thing that I also did. I just kind of quickly swept the floor, and I sometimes sweep the floor, and sometimes I like to get the vacuum cleaner out and just quickly go over it with a vacuum cleaner. So it depends how bad it is, but it wasn't bad at all. It just needed a quick sweeping. And yeah, our couches, I must say, we really like this couch. I know it is a little bit too big for this room, considering what interior designers would say. But I'm not an interior designer. I don't think anybody like that any professional will ever come to our house, so we should be fine. And it's really cozy. There's a lot of room on there if we have company over, and I don't know, I just really like it. I just hope to get some decorations up on the walls here fairly soon. I've been working on some here the last month or so I'm hoping to get some up. But yeah, the way these couches are, like, I can wash the covers off of the seats and the I almost said armrest, but no, just the seats. I can wash the pillow covers, but I do not want to wash them as long as I don't necessarily have to. And as you saw, some of the pillows had a little bit of an odd shape, and that is from sitting on there, and then I just kind of straightened them out. And here you can see there is a spot on the couch, and I just wanted to show you how easy it is to clean this couch. I am really impressed. So all I do, if I see spots on it, I just go get my bottle of water, and it's water and Dawn dish soap. It's all that is in there. I just spray it and quickly wipe it down with a wet rag. I had to go again, so I'm not sure where I was with my voiceover, but yeah, it's a little bit frustrating if I can't do the voiceover when he's napping. But yeah, ask me again in 5 years if I like our couch, because it is white or very, very light, and we only have one child. So ask me again in 5 years and see what I say then. But right now, I would say I really like it. It's easy to clean if it does have spots. So yeah. Okay, I need to go. I'm glad you were here. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed coming along on my Monday reset. Our house is not always this cluttered after a weekend, but we were home all day yesterday. We had a very relaxing weekend, which was so good, so needed. So yeah, I did not take time to do even the dishes. Yeah. We made ourselves a very delicious barbecue for supper, and I did not do any dishes. I didn't clean up anything, so it was pretty... Yeah, that's a tractor. It was pretty cluttered this morning, and that was the first thing I had to do, is get the house back in order. And since you're gonna see this video pretty much real time, because I filmed this Monday morning and you will see this video on Tuesday morning, so it's about noon. It's 11:25, and I am going to have lunch and sit down and edit this video, so you will pretty much see this in real time. Pretty much. And I think I will keep the editing very, very simple in this video, so it will be a pretty raw video. I can't leave it unedited because nobody wants to watch me do dishes for 4 hours. Even though I had a time lapse going, it was still 4... Did I say 4 hours? 4 minutes, I mean. So nobody wants to watch me do dishes for 4 minutes straight, so I might speed that up or cut out parts of it. So things like that, I will do a little bit of editing, but I will also try and keep it pretty minimal with the editing in this video. And yeah, it's just life, and it just feels good to have the house back in order, even though it took me a long time. Everything takes longer with a little helper by my side, which I'm always pretty amazed how much he likes to be involved in every single thing I do. It doesn't matter what I do, he wants to be right there. And I don't know if all children are that way, but it always amazes me how much he wants to be helping. And some things I'm surprised, like he actually is helping, even though it takes a little bit longer, but he is helping. He put all of the cutlery away, and of course I had to organize it, but he did it, so. Okay, I will go now because I need to start editing, so I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!